Close enough to touch. Where should your journal be? If you want to make a true habit of journaling, it should be right where you can lay your hands on it at any point during the day. After all, you want to be able to write in your journal whenever you need to. While this might seem like overkill, consider a gratitude journal. If something really strikes you during the day as something you're happy about or grateful for, wouldn't it be nice to be able to jot it down before you forget? If you're using a goal journal, having your journal nearby will allow you to write down your milestones as you accomplish them. An idea journal is important to have close by just in case some great new idea hits when you least expect it. So yes, keep your journal handy. You'll find you want it right where you can lay your hands on it whenever you feel inspired. Feeling awkward yet? When starting out in journaling, it might feel weird to just write down a record of your thoughts or feelings. After all, you're just talking to yourself, right? The easiest solution is to write your journal as if you're talking to someone else. Even Anne Frank, in her famous diary, invented someone to talk to, named after a character in a book she read. Talking to Kitty made it easier to discuss some of the difficult things she was going through in her life. Why not imagine someone as the recipient of your journal, as though you're writing a long letter to someone else? This person can be real or imaginary, living or dead. The point is to create a person to talk to who will help you feel more comfortable writing. Get the dreck out. Does every journal have to be laid out with perfect points or well-crafted stories and anecdotes? Absolutely not. If you're worrying you don't have the perfect thing to say, try saying what's on your mind instead. By freeing yourself to free write your thoughts in your journal, you allow yourself to explore what's truly on your mind. Suppose you free write for a page or two. In that case, you might even find some interesting ideas, deep-seated emotions, or other interesting nuggets of insight, wisdom, and information you might have otherwise been hiding from yourself until you let it out. If you like this journaling format, be sure to explore the concept of morning pages by Julia Cameron, outlined in her book, The Artist's Way. Here you'll discover just how much creativity you can unleash through freeing your thoughts in this way. It's powerful stuff. I don't know where to begin. There are so many recommendations for keeping a journal. It's no wonder so many people want to try keeping one. Sadly, people tend to give up after initial enthusiasm wears off. Why? The biggest reason is not having something to write about. While jotting down a few notes about your day is always a good place to begin, this can get old fast if there's not a lot of variety in your life. After a week or two, you might feel like you're saying the same things repeatedly. The solution? Simple. Keep a list of ideas to get you started. Simply start by jotting down any idea you might have for your journal as you go about your daily life. Keep this list handy when it comes time to journal, and your problem is solved. Lots of ideas at your fingertips when you need them. Make mistakes, get messy, be you. Have you ever bought a beautiful journal to fill it up with your thoughts only to hesitate because you worried you were going to wreck the book somehow by doing it wrong? If so, you're not alone. Countless others had stopped journaling before they even began for the same reason. The problem is perfectionism. It happens to everyone at some point or another. We become so caught up in thinking everything must be right on the first try that we stop trying. The solution is fairly simple. Let go of the idea of a right or wrong way to journal. If you make a mess on the page, go on to the next. Forget grammar, spelling, or even trying to order your sentences just so. Instead, give yourself permission to be genuinely and honestly yourself. Nothing else is needed. May I quote you? We don't always have the words to express how we feel. In fact, we might find someone else has already said it better. When journaling, we don't always have to write our own words. In fact, sometimes a piece of poetry, a quote, or a song lyric might express how we feel in a moment, or a photograph might truly say it all. Here's where you can allow your creativity to truly take flight. Add these pieces of inspiration to your journal. Copy quotes and tuck photographs in between the pages. Spend a few minutes writing about why these things are meaningful to you. After all, the things that inspire you, which you love, should also be a part of your journey. The real deal. Imagine someplace where you felt so safe and secure that you could say anything and not be judged for it. This is what journaling should be for you. When you record your thoughts, hopes, and dreams in your journal, this should be the safest place in the world. There's no pretense in a journal, no role to play. Nor do you need to couch your words, trying to keep from offending someone or hurting the feelings of those around you. Consider your journal where you can be a you as you like. Moreover, this honesty isn't just a good idea. It's expected. After all, if you can't be honest with yourself, who can you be honest with? So the next time you open your journal, start by taking a deep breath. Then let it all out on the blank page in front of you. This is, after all, your space to use however you like. Try a different approach. Have you ever become excited about something new only to discover it wasn't a good fit for you? This happens with journaling all the time. The problem is that people become really passionate about how they do their journals. Their excitement can even be quite infectious. But when you try out their method, it falls a little flat. Maybe you're too creative for bullet point journaling, or you just don't see the point in gratitude journaling after trying it, though it seemed like a good idea at the time. Instead of giving up journaling altogether, consider that the fault might not be in the idea of journaling as much as the technique you're using. If you're feeling bored or restless, consider trying something new. Change styles or put an entirely new focus on your journal. After all, this book is supposed to be about you, so do it your way. You need it every day. How often should you journal? If you're just starting out, the best way to make journaling a part of your life is to make it a habit. Otherwise, writing only occasionally, especially at the beginning, is a surefire way to burn out quickly and give up. How to build your writing habit? If you want to have all the benefits of journaling and the success that follows, set a certain time of day to write. But don't be afraid to keep the journal near in case you want to write during other hours of the day. Make a point to write at least something every day for the next month. Repetition is key, the same as building any other habit. At the same time, don't fall into thinking this is drudgery. Find ways to make journaling fun using prompts, expressing yourself creatively, and exploring what interests you to keep things fresh. If it's fun, you'll find it easier to keep returning to it. Do these things, and journaling will soon become a habit you can't wait to indulge in.